Guys, Mr. Overon here with Mr. Overon's Tarot Reading Services, and today I am going to be talking about plant magic. We have our plants around us all the time, and we just kind of see them as decorative or whatever, but plants are actually a living being. You could tell that the plant is alive because you water it and it's green, and therefore it must be alive and okay. Well, there's a lot more to it. This is a whole living creature. It has thoughts, feelings, energy, you name it. This is a living being. It's a lot more than just a decorative item that we keep in our house or that we plant in our gardens and till to them. The plants that you bring into your house or that you cultivate or, whatever that you happen to do with them, they can lend energy and also teach you so much about yourself. They are great at detecting negative energies. I have seen some plants that were really healthy and vibrant and then brought into a home that was just full of negativity and die within a week. Even though they're in the proper sunlight, they have the proper amount of watering, so on and so forth. And studies have been done on plants to show that they do communicate, that they do speak, and that they do have feelings. That if I was to pluck the leaf off of this right here, a chemical reaction would happen within the stem that would go straight to the root of the plant and say, hey, you know what, we've just been injured. So looking at your plants as more than just decorative items that you may have picked up on a whim or that you're using to decorate your house is really important. The studies that have also been shown is that a plant that is exposed to music and happy energy and stuff like that will also thrive and be extremely vibrant. This little guy I actually did pick up on a whim. I wanted a little plant for my desk, and there's a big window right here that lets in a lot of natural light, and I just wanted something to kind of help pick me up and make me feel good. And when I look at it and and I am that weirdo, I do talk to my plants. But I talk to it and I water it every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I alternate Saturdays and Sundays. But I just do the best that I can for this plant. I acknowledge it as a being, and if you've ever done any kind of energy readings or anything like that, or how to read energy, you can actually feel the energy coming off of your plants. It might be subtle and it might be extremely strong, but you will feel that energy coming from your plant. So you see this guy, he's really healthy, really happy. Part of the reason, outside of my weekly watering routine, is the fact that I have him next to one of my Amazon Echo Dots. And I like to stream music all the time. And I stream really fun, upbeat, positive energy type of music. And so that, along with just talking to it, brushing its leaves, making sure that there's no dust on it and things like that. I actually have a little paintbrush that I will just dust the leaves off, make sure that it has a clean, healthy environment, or as clean as healthy environment as I can provide for it. And My dirty little secret is that it's pretty much the only thing in the house that I dust. But so, you know, and it doesn't have, I don't even, honestly, I don't even know what kind of plant this is. I just really liked it, and it was during the Chinese New Year, and so I got it in the red vase with, I believe this is the symbol for fortune. If you are Asian or study Orient magic or whatever, if you could tell me what this symbol is, I would greatly appreciate it. But I do believe that it's the symbol for peace, prosperity, and happiness. I know that the color red is considered lucky and extremely fortunate in Japanese and Chinese Orient culture. But you know, this little guy is my baby. And one of the things that you could do, like I said, when you want to try to connect to it a little bit better, or connect to your plants a little bit better, is just take some time and hold it and meditate on it. If you know how to read energy, like I was saying earlier, you could take your dominant hand and just place it over the plant and hold the bottom of the plant if you can. If you have a little planter like this or whatever. Otherwise, you could just, I don't have a table here, so, but you know, just put your hands on either side of it and focus on it. But you just kind of focus on it. So you hold your, if you have a potted plant, put your non-dominant hand under it and your dominant hand over it, and just take a moment and breathe in and just think about the plant. And when you start to connect with the plant's energy, you will start to feel a little bit of warmth in the ball of your hand. And this works for telling energy with anything, but for this instance, you know, you're just gonna want to, like, when you get your hand to a point where you feel it starting to cool off, right about there, that's the energy field that it's putting out. Now, it very well could be putting out even more energy than that, but that's just the energy that I am able to focus on right now with everything going on and me trying to focus on doing this video or whatever. The other thing that I do is I practice a lot of green earth magic, where I put a part of myself into the plants. This is an old technique that my biological mother had taught me, and she practiced shamanic ways. And but for me, what I do is I bite my thumb, like when I'm outside and I'm like gardening or whatever, I'll bite my thumb and then I'll hold my thumb over the water hose. And the thought process behind doing that is that I'm literally biting my thumb and placing like part of myself into the water, so that it's, so as I'm watering or I'm working or whatever else, my energy is flowing into the water, flowing into the earth. I know this probably isn't making that much sense because I got like this buzzing going on in my head of like just everything that I want to talk about and like try to convey to you in this video in a short time period. But you have to acknowledge plants as more than just decorative items or things that are growing in your yard or whatever else. Each one is an individual person. Think of it that way. They all have their own thoughts, their own feelings, their own, you know, their own communication, everything like that. When you live your life giving are acknowledging the life force in everything from the tiniest grain of sand to the tallest mountain. And each item that you come across, if you acknowledge the life force and the energy within that item, then life becomes more sacred and more precious to you. Now, a lot of you who are watching this might be thinking, oh, you're just a tree-hugging hippie, and well, yeah, I'll do a video on tree hugging one of these days if you really want me to, because there's all kinds of actual benefits from like interacting with stuff like that. But for the most part right now, this video is mainly to just bring about a consciousness to the plants. When I was raising up my niece, and she was really, really young, like most children, they automatically just want to go pick flowers or pick a leaf or whatever else. And I tried to explain to her that hurts them. And she's all, well, it's a plant. It doesn't have feelings. And so I'd grab her hair and I'd pull a hair out. Ow, Uncle, no, ow, hurts me. I said, that is what you just did to that plant. The same thing. It doesn't have the ability to say ow in a way that we can understand. But it feels it. So, you have to honor it. It is a living being. Just because it doesn't have the vocal range or the ability to speak or to show emotion, it has that within it. So I am tasking y'all with going and just taking a few minutes to walk around your home or walk around outside and acknowledge each one of the plants and do some energy work with it and see what kind of feeling you're getting from the plants. If you have a plant that's starting to wilt or has a lot of yellow or dead spots and stuff like that, try to meditate with it and try to connect to it and see if you can get any thoughts or feelings or whatever else. If you wanted to, you could also connect with the goddess Gaia or, just earth energies and stuff like that and see if you could figure out what is going on and how to better help this plant. Is it sick? Are you overwatering it? Are you underwatering it? Is it root bound? What is causing it to give off this dying? Is it extremely healthy? Is it robust? What is causing that? Is it something that you are doing? Is it just because of the place that it's at? Things like that. Sure, there's nutrients and there's this and that and the other thing that you can add to the soil and give to the plant as a food or a manure or any of that other stuff, but that is the same as, well, I don't know why that just shut off, but that is the same as feeding yourself. So, just take some time to connect with your plants and see what it is that you can do to better connect with them and become more harmonious with them. And you will be surprised, especially if you have like an indoor herb garden. Those herbs have the magical properties as well as their just regular everyday mundane properties. And just having basil in the house can attract good positive energy, love, money, the whole gambit that basil has. So, take some time, get your hands dirty, go love your plants. We're in springtime going into summer, and even though the COVID-19 stuff is going on right now, we can still go outside and enjoy nature and, just go reconnect. And by doing so, you're going to feel so much better. If you're going out in your yard, maybe do so barefooted and just connect with that earth energy and that green energy. And I guarantee you are going to feel so much better. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go now. But if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please put them in the comments section down below. And if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to this channel, and give me some ideas on videos that you would like for me to cover. And if you have any questions for me, please feel free to ask them, and I will do a Q&A video if you want me to. Also, if you would like to have a tarot reading done, please head over to www.mroveron.com. And yeah, I will see y'all later. Bye, guys.